Hello friends, this is James Hunnicutt. Just wanted to say hello and check in with you all. And today the thought, what's really been lingering in my mind and what I wanted to discuss with you is the circle of compassion. And that concept, Einstein spoke of this considerably. I love Einstein, brilliant mind and also deeply spiritual man. My favorite things about him tend to be on the spiritual side of his philosophies, and one of my favorite quotes from him or beliefs from him was the concept of a circle of compassion, and that he believed, as do I, that humanity, for all of each of us collectively, as individuals and as a collective, as humans, as human beings together, for us to reach our fuller potential, that it was our duty while we're here on earth, while we're living, to expand our circle of compassion to include all living things. And I know this can be incredibly hard. I think it's hard for all of us. I know I struggle with it too. But the idea is that everything in that circle that you share, that circle represents the interconnected nature of all beings, of all things, not just in our neighborhoods or countries, but this planet and beyond. And to share that circle, to embrace that circle, that all things are welcome in that, all beings are welcome in that circle, and to show compassion to them. Not necessarily that we have to like everybody, because I don't think that that's even possible. I know there are a lot of people that I don't like, and there are a good number of people that probably don't like me, and that's such is life. But the game changer I've found is that I've learned to love everyone, whether I like them or not, whether we agree or not, whether I find their behavior, their views, their beliefs deplorable, terrible, whether we agree or not, or whether I like what you stand for. You are in my circle of compassion, and I hold love for you. So I guess that I'm trying to remind, or maybe encourage each of us to think of life that way. And the circle is a very powerful image that way. What I've been learning about the circle in representative in native cultures, indigenous cultures too, like in the sweat lodge or purification lodge, the circle represents all beings, all things. That sweat lodge represents the cosmos, and that everything is present in that circle. And being a circle too, there's no place to hide. There's no corners to hide yourself in. Also no corners to relegate someone else into. You can't just put someone else or something else over in this corner and forget about them. Everyone is equal and present in that circle, in that space. So just sharing some thoughts on that maybe can encourage each of us, remind myself in the process and some of you, to try and live that way, because regardless of how we feel about each other, we share that circle with all living beings, not just humans. To embrace that, to hold love and compassion, to extend our circle of compassion to include all living beings, to in essence also expand our view, our concept of what family means, not just to our biological siblings, our parents, our children, but beyond that, to include all humanity and all living beings. So just some thoughts that I had today that I wanted to share with you. Just got done going to the dump and recycling some stuff and heading to my folks to help my mom and dad do some chores. And here in Olalla, hanging out in one of my favorite spots in Washington, Olalla, Washington. It's right next to Port Orchard, where I've grown up, where I've lived most of my life. Hanging out with the chromies. We got the crows and the eagles and Canadian geese and great blue herons and seagulls. They're all out getting breakfast. It's a beautiful, beautiful day. I'll include some of the footage you're seeing in this clip will be where I'm hanging out here, not just me sitting in the car. But anyway, whether we know each other or not, whether we like each other or not, I love you. Here's to sharing that circle of compassion together and making the best of this day. I'll see you soon. Take care.
Take you away.